What she had realized was that love was that moment when your heart was about to burst. It takes courage to love, but pain through love is the purifying fire which those who love generously know. We all know people who are so much afraid of pain that they shut themselves up like clams in a shell and, giving out nothing, receive nothing, and therefore shrink until life is a mere living death. I know we're fucked up, alright? I'm impulsive and hot-tempered, and you get under my skin like no one else. You act like you hate me one minute, and then need me the next. I never get anything right, and I don't deserve you, but I fucking love you, Abby. I love you more than I loved anyone or anything ever. When you're around, I don't need booze, or money, or the fighting, or the one-night stands. I guess that's just part of loving people. You have to give things up. Sometimes you even have to give them up. When I say it's you I like, I'm talking about that part of you that knows that life is far more than anything you can ever see or hear or touch. That deep part of you that allows you to stand for those things without which humankind cannot survive. Love that conquers hate, peace that rises triumphant over war, and justice that proves more powerful than greed. Holding Eleanor's hand was like holding a butterfly. Or a heartbeat. Like holding something complete and completely alive. Sorrow is how we learn to love. Your heart isn't breaking. It hurts because it's getting larger. The larger it gets, the more love it holds. I wonder how many people don't get the one they want, but end up with the one they're supposed to be with. Absence diminishes small loves and increases great ones, as the wind blows out the candle and fans the bonfire. The soul is healed by being with children. I've been fighting to be who I am all my life. What's the point of being who I am if I can't have the person who was worth all the fighting for? To love life, to love it even when you have no stomach for it, and everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands, your throat filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you, its tropical heat, thickening the air, heavy as water, more fit for gills than lungs. When grief weights you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief, you think, how can a body withstand this? Then you hold life like a face, between your palms, a plain face, no charming smile, no violet eyes, and you say, yes, I will take you, I will love you, again. Don't cry over someone who wouldn't cry over you. I want to be in a relationship where you telling me you love me is just a ceremonious validation of what you already show me. Watch out for intellect, because it knows so much it knows nothing, and leaves you hanging upside down, mouthing knowledge as your heart falls out of your mouth. You think because he doesn't love you that you are worthless. You think that because he doesn't want you anymore, that he is right, that his judgment and opinion of you are correct. If he throws you out, then you are garbage. You think he belongs to you because you want to belong to him. Don't. It's a bad word, belong. Especially when you put it with somebody you love. Love shouldn't be like that. Did you ever see the way the clouds love a mountain? They circle all around it. Sometimes you can't even see the mountain for the clouds. But you know what? You go up top, and what do you see? His head. The clouds never cover the head. His head pokes through, because the clouds let him, they don't wrap him up. They let him keep his head up high, free, with nothing to hide him or bind him. You can't own a human being. You can't lose what you don't own. Suppose you did own him. Could you really love somebody who was absolutely nobody without you? You really want somebody like that? Somebody who falls apart when you walk out the door. You don't, do you? And neither does he. You're turning over your whole life to him. Your whole life, girl. And if it means so little to you that you can just give it away, hand it to him, then why should it mean any more to him? He can't value you more than you value yourself. If someone were to harm my family or a friend or somebody I love, I would eat them. I might end up in jail for 500 years, but I would eat them. Sometimes love means letting go when you want to hold on tighter. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Without you in my arms, I feel an emptiness in my soul. I find myself searching the crowds for your face. I know it's an impossibility, but I cannot help myself. If he loved with all the powers of his puny being, he couldn't love as much in 80 years as I could in a day. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me. The sunlight claps the earth, and the moonbeams kiss the sea. What are all these kissings worth, if thou kiss not me? The things we love destroy us every time, lad. Remember that. If you stay, I'll do whatever you want. I'll quit the band, go with you to New York. But if you need me to go away, I'll do that, too. I was talking to Liz, and she said maybe coming back to your old life would be too painful, that maybe it'd be easier for you to erase us. And that would suck, but I'd do it. I can lose you like that if I don't lose you today. I'll let you go. If you stay. I love you as certain dark things are loved. Secretly, between the shadow and the soul. Nothing takes the taste out of peanut butter quite like unrequited love. Being with you never felt wrong. It's the one thing that I did right. You're the one thing that I did right. This is where it all begins. Everything starts here, today. Throw your dreams into space like a kite, and you do not know what it will bring back. A new life, a new friend, a new love, a new country. I am not an angel, I asserted, and I will not be one till I die. I will be myself. Mr. Rochester, you must neither expect nor exact anything celestial of me, for you will not get it, any more than I shall get it of you, which I do not at all anticipate. Stop fighting me, he said, trying to pull on the arm he held. He was in a precarious position himself, straddling the rail as he tried to lean over far enough to get me and actually hold on to me. Let go of me. I yelled back, but he was too strong and managed to haul most of me over the rail, enough so that I wasn't in total danger of falling again. See, here's the thing. In that moment before I let go, I really had been contemplating my death. I'd come to terms with it and accepted it. I also, however, had known Dmitri might do something exactly like this. He was just that fast and that good. That was why I was holding my stake in the hand that was dangling free. I looked him in the eye. I will always love you. I sought to hear the voice of God and climbed the topmost steeple, but God declared, "Go down again, I dwell among the people." Is it possible, in the final analysis, for one human being to achieve perfect understanding of another? We can invest enormous time and energy in serious efforts to know another person, but in the end, how close can we come to that person's essence? We convince ourselves that we know the other person well, but do we really know anything important about anyone? Romance is the glamour which turns the dust of everyday life into a golden haze. You're beautiful, but you're empty, one couldn't die for you. Of course, an ordinary passerby would think my Rose looked just like you. But my Rose, all on her own, is more important than all of you together, since she's the one I've watered. Since she's the one I put under glass, since she's the one I sheltered behind the screen. Since she's the one for whom I killed the caterpillars. Since she's the one I listened to when she complained, or when she boasted, or even sometimes when she said nothing at all. Since she's my Rose. For my part, I prefer my heart to be broken. It is so lovely, kaleidoscopic within the crack.